These teams will head down to Las Vegas in the heat of the desert, and we're underway.
Day off tomorrow, that means you can play a little golf.
Little golf on the 4th of July.
Yeah.
Atlanta, led by Lloyd Pierce, hired May 11th for Mike Budenholzer, who was out. And a 2-ball second rounder a year ago. He had 10 points and 7 rebounds in that loss to the Utah Jazz last night. Beautiful move back inside Antonius Cleveland out of Southeast Missouri State.
So many undrafted players. Yeah, exactly. And he knew right from the start because he tried to pull the trigger early and that he wants to shoot.
Concern coming in is what showed up last night. Then you go back to the fact that in college, great move by John Collins, 30% from 3 when teams got a little more used to him on the in the college game. So it should be interesting to see how he plays through.
Teams, don't forget, 21 consecutive winning seasons for Popovich and the Spurs. They're looking for shooters, obviously, who is
now turning down the supermax and wants to be traded. It's remarkable.
Trae Young finds some space, but it's closed in a hurry as the Spurs get back. I think what's amazing to me is the fact it's Greg Popovich, who has had tremendous relationships and control.
Now, possibly going to lose a star player here. It's the second time they've been able to make that pass there.
It didn't last long last night as they got run a little bit. But there are plays where you can tell they've clearly played together.
3-ball up and down with a 5-point quarter. Stop and pop, baseline Jay, sweet move, sweet shot. Knocks it off the iron, and here comes the Spurs. Derek White wastes no time, buries it. I'd say that's
athletic. It can be very, very hard. You almost have to be a special player to make that jump and be very special in this league.
White points now. First player to hit double digits. And here in the first quarter. Nice move inside. He's 6'10" out of France. Gabon. White again, front court. Fresh on the floor. Eubanks just checked in as well. And Eubanks, baseline by Adams.
You have to wonder what the Lakers are willing to give up, because they just signed Rajon Rondo, who announced he was playing. And in fact, his dad said so. So you have to wonder what the Lakers are willing to move and trade. Well, they're willing to move.
Probably not Lonzo Ball, because from what I've read, LeBron James says he's looking forward to playing with LeBron. With Ball.
Did he ever been known to come in and trade youngsters? I mean, be on teams that get youngsters traded.
The Hawks and Spurs right now just trading buckets. Derek White has scored 11 of the last 13 points for San Antonio.
Maybe he had 15. He had 15 points at the half.
He's played 2 years in the G League. He's had enough, right? He wants to be on an NBA roster full time, reaching up and in.
Not on cue, but it didn't happen.
Had a look, that time a telegraph pass. And Putney flies up and in. Landell in on the St. Mary's College. He's from down under, Australian. Shot corner 3.
Came up short of his Spud Webb one. He's right in between Muggsy Bogues and Spud Webb.
He can sky. He's going to take the shot, blocked from behind by Eubanks. And we've got an 11-point. Putney trying to throw down a 3. Nice rebound up high. Dorsey, 5-point first quarter. And then puts Eastern Conference, and they do have a lot of young players, a lot of high draft picks the last couple of seasons, and we'll see how it all comes together under the direction of Lloyd Pierce. The new
Eddie House was another one who had a long NBA career, but never the same as he had there. There's multiple others. The exception, of course, is Steph Curry. So, but
that drought now is 10 consecutive misses by Atlanta. And the Spurs hit that corner to learn to throw up what Chris Paul has just perfected, that high knuckleball, dead ball floater.
Yeah, and I think that he just didn't get that ball.
White's ball's deflected, picked up, banging inside. Eubanks rolls it in for 2.
Now they're 2 of 18.
White around and out, rebound.
Nice block.
it's also a complicated in the NBA, very complicated offense and defense. You think it's just the pick and roll or setting the screen.
Be concerned with is that you're a pretty good player, but every player in this, you get to this level, have a scrapbook just like you. I have no comment about that.
Couple of free throws. Here's Young, reaches up, just missed the layup, but the putback's good. Final seconds. Ledbetter working the wing, kick it out straight away. Jefferson got the three. Jefferson out of Baylor, good shot for 6'9". At the buzzer, that may go.
Yes,
they're going to count it. Good hustle.
The Nigerian played a lot of soccer then, and then before coming back to LA and then heading to USC.
Nice tip up and in. San Antonio owning the boards. Corey Jefferson.
Soccer players have pretty good footwork, don't you think? That's bullet skip pass anyway from one side of the floor to the other.
Young has his shot blocked. Transition bucket. Foul with Metu. So the two bigs have kind of gone toe-to-toe a little bit here tonight. Collins up top, and he throws him flush. Adams slips that pass down low. Collins on a pivot. Tough shot down.
He can act quickly down on the post.
Yeah, quickly also, David, because a lot of times that comes late in the shot. The defense is working.
Metu, beautiful stroke. Long two inside. Boy here with Adams on a dribble drive. Throws it back out straight away. On the drive is Moore's floater up and good. She's right, Booner. And so
yes.
I guess you take a chance, but you also realize that Kerr, Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant, Drew Eubanks at 6'10". That ball comes loose, picked up. Got a wide open lane. Should be an easy bucket. It is. And Atlanta's bound right in traffic. Landell now slips inside. He'll take it up and off the rim. So two big plays down low. Got it back and one.
We would prefer trading him anywhere but to the Los Angeles Lakers.
What were you surprised that Paul George stayed? Last time I checked, he didn't shoot very well that night in a fairly important game. It hasn't been talked about because so much of that fell on Russ. So maybe that's the comfort zone that Russ gives. They're not dominating at like ages. So Trae Young at 19 at Oklahoma was, at 18 was completely dominant. Though not materialized to their draft position over the years, there is a pretty regular script of players, nice move by Trae Young, position that, or at least, succeeded at the level that they were drafted.
Easy bucket, Santa.
For the most part, a couple of years away. I mean, you're going to have your few players every now and then to come back.
That's why, frankly, kids should just be able to come out of high school so that they can get better.
Yeah, that's the debate of student athlete.
Utah Jazz. Think about the amount of attention that the Jazz players get and the coaching that they get compared to what they're allowed to get if they stay in. Limited on how much you can go to practice or get world-class coaching, nutrition, training, strength and conditioning coaches, everything for
Brema scores his third bucket here in the quarter. Atlanta, that stops an 8-0 run by the Hawks. And inside, there's what Trae. He's got 10, Booner. A 10-point game after a scoreless first quarter and a 4-point half. He can shoot. Stolen.
Great steal.
Trae Young. And a little left-hand reverse.
So taking away the angle away from Derek White so he couldn't block his shot. But I thought he made a difficult pass. Difficult shot.
On court.
Ron, we've got 4:15 left. Your second night of seeing Trae Young. Well, anything different today than what you saw last game? What's your impressions now?
He's not taking as many.
They were really honest. Sometimes they said the refs missed the call. Other times they said, hey, that's a 50-50 hard one to call. They gave great description.
So far, it's ran clean and smooth. And Lloyd Pierce just pushed the button for the first time. Better to Jefferson. Just over a minute left. That three has been going down at 21 from downtown. Atlanta 7 of 33. And you mentioned 9 of 40 last looks. And the Spurs put 103 on the board against Atlanta. They jumped to 1-1, as I mentioned, and Atlanta